Jamie here, keeping it koi. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. So in today's video, it's just a bit of an update on the fish in the back blue vat there. Still unfortunately no fish in the pond, as you saw by my last video. Found white spot. So rather than treat 11,250 odd litres, I'd rather treat 2,000 litres, cheaper. So they're going through their treatment. It's still a bit green at the minute. It is the third day, but I went for the alparax, which any of you that know alparax, you do one dose on day one, and again same dose on day two. But 50 mil to treat that is a lot better than the God knows how many mil it would have been to treat that. The little guys down here are doing absolutely fantastic. It's about time they were fed, so going to give them a quick feed. Did do a scrape on them as well while I had the microscope all out. Absolutely brilliant. Still no parasites in there whatsoever, so that's a good one. Right, so I'm going to pause you here, get some food out, and watch these guys with you go mental. Before I chuck the food in for them, just thought I'd show you my new t-shirt that my lovely mum got me. Look at that for a koi. A little bit tight, but oh, what a fish, look at that. Let me know what you think. Let's have a look at the fish. So here we are. As you all know, it has been so hot this week, so I'm just going to see what the temperature in here is. The heater is set to 20 and hasn't been on in days, and as you can see, 25.7, 25.8, and yes, they think they're going to get fed. They're absolutely just soaked my thermometer. But let's watch these guys go absolutely mental. At 25 degrees, they are being fed 8 times a day by these, plus 3 or 4 times a day. Oh no, I got wet, bless her. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear them, but I don't feed them with the cover off anymore because they're, at the moment, it's so warm in there. They're going absolutely mental as soon as the food hits the surface. Yeah, give them an extra scoop today. It's extra warm. It's been up to 25 degrees the last couple of days, but we're nearly at 26 now. 25.8. They're going to start growing in there. Right, let's go and have a look at the green ones. Come on, Nala, keep going. Oh, not so green now. It's looking a lot better. They're looking a lot happier. I can hear them all munching. Not that there's any food in there. 27 degrees. No wonder they're moving around like anything. Right, well, in that case, I'm going to open them up a bit. That is warm. Put some air in there. Right, bear with me, guys. I'm just going to lift the lid up a tiny bit, let some air in. There we go. So I've got the lid propped up now. I'll let some air in there. Yeah, 27 degrees in that water. Yeah, I know there's still some acroflavin in there, but oh yeah. I wish my pond was that warm when I had to climb in it, that's for sure. It's 12 degrees the pond when I had to climb in it. 27 degrees. Well, they certainly were up and active a second ago. Obviously I've just lifted the lid so they're all at the bottom again now, but I'm going to go grab a small handful of food and see if they'll take any. Right, so I've got a very small handful of food, just to see if they are interested, because they certainly weren't interested while it was uber green. But I've not got their floating ring in at the minute. I gave that a good dip in some extra strong acroflavin, the same as the nets I used to get them out. Stand back a little bit because they're still a bit skittish when the lid's up. You'll fall in again. Nala, you will. Don't fall in again. That was the exact rock she slipped off last time. Bless her. Well, it's a lot warmer in there now though. I think even the little pond is over 20 degrees. Let's have a look. A bit green in there at the minute, but yeah, this one doesn't really get any sun. So that's not bad really, considering 21.6, 21.7. Nala, get out from there. No, still not really interested. Although I did hear some up and trying to munch the algae off the side a second ago. The string algae is starting to come back again in here, but that's because the UV bulb's gone in there. So there's no UV currently running on this pond at the minute, which is why that one's also a bit now manky looking. But I'll leave that food on the surface and just leave them alone for 5 minutes. As you can see by the pond, we are still looking brilliant. So that's the top return that's going to be connected to the skimmer line, and then obviously there's one underneath about there-ish, about 3 foot down. Basically that return is in the bottom sleeper in the middle of, so it's quite low down. I wanted to keep it as low to the step as I can, so all the waste will be blown off the step and then it can get sucked in by the bottom drain that, as you can see by the air bubbles, is in the middle. But yeah, it's working a treat. As you can see by my bucket there, it's been overflowing all day. Been using that water to water the garden. But again, if anyone that's got this drum can help me out, I don't know if you can see that from up here. I keep getting error 88, which according to the manual means pump's not running. Well, as you can see by, sorry for the sharp movements there, but as you can see by both returns, because I've had my hand down the wall to double check, pump is running a lot. I mean, that's a 2-inch pipe there, and that's coming out full bore, and it's the same with the underneath return, so that's a lot of litres per hour being circulated around that pond. So pump is running very, very well, although it's still sucking in bubbles from somewhere. So I clear it, and then I thought I'd solved it yesterday by adjusting the bits again. God, look, even that was up to 20 degrees. That was 17 2 days ago. That's pretty good for 11,500 litres. But yeah, let me zoom back out a second so we can see what we're talking about. But yeah, that error 88, I thought I'd cleared it, because it doesn't come up straight away, and all day yesterday it hadn't come up. The drum still works, you know, it still cleans itself and everything, but yeah, just don't get it. The first sensor in this corner, the one that says set to level after clean, set, you know, so after it cleans that's where the water level should be, and that is set spot on. And the only thing I can think of is the float switch needs adjusting again, but the drum is cleaning absolutely fine. I mean, it's cleaning more often than once an hour at the minute, so I just don't get it. So yeah, anyone that's got this Oase drum that can give me some advice on that would be muchly appreciated. So yeah, these guys are not coming up for any food. Don't want to see the dog doing that. Needs must though. So yeah, they're still not happy at the minute, but I'll leave that food on the top for 5-10 minutes, because they were up trying to munch the algae a second ago. Not that you guys can see, and there's too much glare on the water at the minute, but I've got my Polaroids on. Don't know if it'll work for a Polaroid sunglass. Don't make much difference, does it? Oh yeah, they're in there. But yeah, I'll give them the 7 days like it says on the packet. It's been, well, I treated them on Monday and Tuesday. We're now on Wednesday, so the water's just starting to clear up. And yeah, we'll give it. I'm at the growing shows this weekend coming, so I'll see a lot of you there probably. We've got the Boulding Reefers one down at A-Class Koi on Saturday. That looks like it's going to be a good day. And then we've got Adam Byers on Sunday. And yeah, that's going to be a phenomenal day. Never been to either A-Class or Adam Byers, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if the whole of Adam Byers farm will be open, but wouldn't mind having a quick look round if we're allowed. So obviously the camera's coming with me, so I try and get as much footage as I can. Yeah, these guys have polished all their food off already, look. Again, not that you can see them through the glare, but yeah, polished all their food off already and looking for more until I hover over the tank with the camera. But yeah, they're so lively at the minute with the temperatures up as it is. Windows still all green and manky. Someone commented the other day, looks like I've filled it up with Monster. I'm guessing they mean the energy drink and not the fact that there's a monster in it. Oh, drum's cleaning. So yeah, it does look a bit like that, but it's going to be a good test for the Evo 55. I know obviously a lot of people are suffering with green water this year, especially you, Koi Fish Johnny, but yours is looking proper good now. It's getting there. Dragonfly. But yeah, so it'll be a good test for that. Obviously you can all see how green that is. You can't even see like 6 inches into the water. So when that does finally get turned on, we'll see how quick it cleans. But as I said to you in a preview, the reason why I'm leaving it green is because the koi in the blue vat down there, a lot of them are 3 years old or older now. I say a lot of them, a couple of them. The Chag and the Kamonryu, they're only just Nisai, and the Chag is already 40 plus. I mean, he was 38 when I measured him last time, and with these temps and the way they have been eating before I treated them with the Alparex, yeah, he's got to have grown. So I'm guessing he's well over 40. But yeah, the Ghost is 3 years. The Benny Kikikuryu, he's over 3 years just. So they're both Sansai. And the one that still not sure what it is. I mean, Vince said to me Asagi, and I like Vince's answers, but a koi specialist, the dealer that goes over to Japan quite regularly, went back and commented on that video, and even though it did develop some orange, and it was the Asagi orange around the side of its head a couple of years ago, it didn't last very long, it did fade. He said can't be Asagi because the bluey grey line down its back is now going black. So he said an Asagi wouldn't do that, so he says Goshiki with no red, or Goshki should I say, with no red. So could be, who knows. It's a mismatch of fish. It's body shape though, and it is absolutely perfect. It's got a good scalation pattern on it. But yeah, when I do finally get them into the main pond, if they're clear on the scrapes after 7 days, then they'll go in after all the growing shows. I might have a day off next week, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, if they're clean on all the scrapes, they're going in the main pond. And you'll see them all then, and I'll get another quick measure up and see how big they have gotten since I last measured them, which weren't all that long ago. What are you trying to get behind there, Nala? Nothing down there. She hunts around here for any koi pellets I've dropped all the time, don't you? What you doing? Nala? What you doing? So I'm out enjoying the sun, Daddy. Nala! Looking for food. I won't find any down there. I ain't dropped. Just save getting a dustpan and brush or hoover out though if I do drop some. But yeah, we're getting a real good flow around the pond. As I said to you before, the bubbles do keep a bit of debris in that corner, but not a lot. The corner itself is clear, as you can see, because I don't know if you can quite make it out, but there's like a line there, and that's where the flow of both of them jets is hitting this back wall and then coming up, and it kind of creates a ring around this bit, so you're getting, I don't know if you can quite make it out, but a bit of dust and pollen in that area there, but it does make its way down. There's like a stream like going along there. No, you ain't going to be able to see that, I wouldn't think, but a stream of it just creeping up to the skimmer, and the skimmer's doing really well. Now that we can actually get into it, I can show you it. But not that you can see to the bottom of the skimmer because of how green and manky it is, but it's getting a damn good flow in it though. Didn't think it would get such a good flow, to be honest, because of the way the pipe work is. I mean, I've kept all the pipe work as minimal as possible, but obviously it goes down there, under there, back up there on a 45, and then back up in there at a funny angle, which is that one, whereas the bottom drain just comes obviously under the pond, straight up here and into there. So a lot less bends and everything, and obviously with the water pressure going down, I didn't think, oh, they're up and eating. They're up and eating. I'm hearing splashes. Oh, that's good. Good sign. I'll give it till the end of this recording, and then if there's any food left, I'll go fish it out. You don't want to see me do that. But yeah, so the pond, other than this error 88 on the drum, I mean, I'm not too fussed, because even when the error is flashing, the drum's still cleaning regularly. The pond's still looking good. I mean, there is not a particle in the pond other than it being green water. So yeah, I'm not too sure whether I will ever get a tempest. But other than the bubbles coming up from the airline in there, not a single particle floating about. So it's doing the job, and the water that's coming out in that bucket is extremely minimal, so my trickle in, unless I put an overflow in, which I probably will do at some point, that's my trickle in. Obviously it's not being dechlorinated at the minute because I don't really care, I haven't got any fish in there, but I think all the Daphnia and all the water bugs are now completely gone out of the pond. But yeah, I haven't tested how many litres a minute or hours or whatever that's doing at the minute, but the pond hasn't risen or sunken. It did go down when I first set the pond up, so I thought, well, let's test how much of a trickle in I need, and I don't know if you can quite make that out there, but that speed, literally dripping speed. And that just replaces what the drum takes out at that speed, so I'll have to measure that, and in fact let's do that now. I've got a jug kicking about somewhere, bear with me, I'm going to go get a jug. There we go, one Pyrex jug. I won't make you watch all of it, but we will snap back to you in a second. Well, there you go. That's hit 1/4 litre, and that took literally just over by a couple of seconds 5 minutes. So that really is a slow trickle. So 5 minutes to get 1/4 litre. That means every 20 minutes we get a litre. And that is 4 20 minutes in an hour, so that's 4 litres an hour. Bugger all. 4 litres an hour, so times 24, that's just shy of 100 litres a day, which makes just shy of 700 litres a week, really. That's nowhere near 10%, but that'll do to start off with till I work out what I'm doing with overflows and that kind of thing. I just need to get a dechlorinator to hook that up to, because I need to put Summit on there, otherwise I'm going to be chucking in sodium thiosulfate every day to top the water back up that the drum's taken out, and that will cost, well, the sodium thiosulfate, it wouldn't cost an awful lot at all, but that is extra cost. And if there's sodium thiosulfate in the water, then I can't do an Alparix treatment or any other kind of treatment while there is sodium thiosulfate in the water. Because for those of you that have watched me in the past, one of the big tips that I did give was if you need to treat your koi and you do water changes with tap safe sodium thiosulfate or any other dechlorinator, a dechlorinator is designed, and normally has sodium thiosulfate in the ingredient somewhere, but is designed to take chemicals out of water. That includes the chemicals that are in your treatments. So yeah, be warned, if you're treating with anything, FMG, Alparix, Learnex Pro, any kind of pond treatment, sodium thiosulfate and most of the other tap safe products will take some of those chemicals, if not all of them, out of the water. So it's great using those products until you need to do a treatment. If I ever need to do a treatment, I do a water change normally 3 or 4 days before I do the treatment, then do the treatment, wait the length of time, do another water change, and then have to wait another 3 or 4 days after that before I do a retreatment. Not ideal, especially if you suffer with parasites and that kind of thing. So yeah, I am getting a dechlorinator. I haven't decided which one I'm going to get yet. Excuse me, but I will be getting one. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there, guys, while I have been waiting for this to fill up and waffling to you guys. The fish have been splashing around in the blue vat and pretty much eaten most of their food. There's a couple of little pellets kicking up, only a couple, the rest has all been eaten. So I think I can only see about 5 pellets on there, so I'm just going to leave that there. But yeah, the white one in front of us there, that's the one that still haven't got a Scooby-Doo what he is or what he's going to be. I don't know if you can quite make out the chag, because he's almost the same colour as the water. He's kind of a light green chag. The new show is doing really well. They're all doing really well, to be honest. I just can't believe how much they've all grown. The only one that doesn't seem to be growing much really is the Akamatsuba. He's still grown, but I mean I got him at the same time I got the squash tomato, the Hayatsuri, and although they're about the same length, the Hayatsuri has got an awful lot more body on it and just looks bigger, even though he's not much longer, like, you know. But yeah, right, well, they're obviously eating again, so that's a bonus. So yeah, as I was saying, I'll wrap it up there, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed already. If you haven't subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription today. Yeah, we will go out and I will catch you with the last view, not that again you can see them from this angle, of the fly for once. So we will catch you all on the next one.